everyone. Today our topic for discussion is what is history, what's prehistory and proto-history. So dear students, as we know that the word history comes from the Greek word historia, which means inquiry or research, Therefore, history means learning through inquiry. So history is a study of the past. It's a study of the past. History is the subject which provides us information about past civilization, about past events. So we can say that this history word is derived from Greek word historia, which means inquiry or research. So it's an inquiry or knowledge acquired by investigation. According to E.H. Carr. E.H. Carr, he wrote a book, What is History? What is history? The book written by E.H. Carr. He defines history. He says that history is the unending dialogue. History is the unending dialogue between the present and the past. It's a process of interaction between the historian and his facts. So E.H. Carr, he defines history. He says that history is the unending dialogue between present and past, and it's a process of interaction between historian and his facts. As we know that this history, we see that the father Herodotus, Greek historian, is the father of history. So history is the recollection of the past. It's a study of the past. And subject history. History provides information about past. We see that it's derived from Greek word historia. Now the prehistory. So far the prehistory is concerned, we see that it's a period of history. Prior to the invention of writing. It's a period of history before written records. Prehistory. It's a period of history before written records. We can say that period of time before human civilization. Before the emergence of human civilization. Se pehle, clear? Before we can say the invention of writing. Period of history before the invention of writing. At that time, we have not availability of written records. It's a period of history. We have not availability of written records. Clear? So, in simple words, we can say that period to the invention of writing. We see that before the emergence of civilization. Is known as prehistory. Now the proto-history. So far the proto-history is concerned. We see that proto-history is a period of history between prehistory and history. It's a period of history. Proto-history is a period of history between prehistory and history. It's a proto-history. It's a period of history between prehistory and history. In this period, we see that culture or civilization was not much developed. Culture and civilization was not much developed. Or we can say that writing at the time during proto-history, we see that during this period, writing was invented, but unable to read, but unable to understand, And we have an example of Harappan civilization. Now the sources. So dear students, as we know that for writing history sources played an important role. As we know that historians, they gather information about past events from various sources. So sources simply means it's a clue, it's an information, clue. We can say that text, any text or any other verb which provides information about any particular event. So historians, they gather information about past events from various sources. The study of history is impossible without sources. So we cannot study history without. It's very difficult for us. It's very impossible for us to study history without sources. As we know that there are two types of sources. First is the archaeological sources. It is also known as non-literary source. And second is the literary source. So far the archaeological source is concerned, we see that the archaeological sources, they are divided into three types. There are three types of archaeological sources. There are three kinds of archaeological sources. Clear? So we see that so far the archaeological source is concerned. We see that the archaeological source means this archaeology means the scientific. It's a scientific study of the we see that past. It is the scientific material remains of the past. Scientific study of the material remains of the past. So archaeology means a scientific. It is a study of the past. It is a scientific study of the material remains of the past. Such as poetry, such as coinage, poetry, study of poetry, study of coinage, study of tools, study of weapons. Clear? So archaeology means study of the remains of the past. Study of the remains of the past. So archaeology is an important source. It's an important source for the, we see that for the construction of the history, for writing of the history. This archaeological source played an important role. We see that the archaeological source is a scientific study of the material remains of the past, such as pottery, coinage, tools, weapons, and weapons, tools, and coinage is known as archaeology. So archaeology क्या है? Scientific study. किसकी? Past remains of the past, remains of the material remains of the past, such as coinage, such as tools, such as weapons. Clear? Known as archaeology. A person who study these, we study these, we see that who study them is known as archaeologist. Clear? Now there are three types or three kinds of archaeological sources. First, we see that we have monuments. As we know that monuments include old temples, palaces, forts, tombs. Clear? And we know that they talk about the architectural and engineering skills of the people of the, we see that of the people. Clear? Of a particular period. We see that, and also provide information the materials used, clear, by people, clear, at that time. First, we see that. Second is the coinage. As we know that the coinage, the study of the coinage is known as numismatics. So numismatics is another important source for writing of history. Clear. As we know that numismatic means the study of the coinage. It is an important, valuable source for writing of the history. We see that the money metals were used. We see that coins were made up of money metals such like copper. Coins were made up of money metals like copper, gold, silver. Clear? Copper, gold, silver, lead. Clear? They provide us information. About the availability of the metal from which they are made. Clear? These coins. Clear? They also provide information about the, we see that about king. We see that his period of time, his period of rule, and extent of his kingdom. We see that the earlier coins, they contains a few symbols. जो earlier coins थे, they contains a few symbols. Clear? The names and the figures of the kings and gods and also dates. So these coins, they also provide information about religious. They provide information about political life, about religious life, and they provide information about economic condition of the time. Clear? Coins, they played an important role. They provide information about the religious life. They provide information the political conditions of the time and economic conditions of the time. Clear? So we see that. Now another source of the, we see that archaeological source is the inscription. As we know that the writings engraved on stone pillars. Copper plates, walls of the temples, and we see that, and walls of the temples is called inscriptions. So the study of inscriptions is known as epigraphy. Epigraphy is the study of inscriptions. Inscription is known as epigraphy. These inscriptions are engraved on, we see that, copper plates, on stones, clear, on temple walls, on the walls of temples, clear, pillars. They provide information about past events, and we see that the study of ancient, we see that scripts used in inscriptions is called paleography. Paleography क्या है? Paleography So far the word paleography is concerned, we see that the paleography is it's a study of the ancient scripts. Use it in inscription. Clear? As we know that the Harappan inscriptions जो है they were in pictographic script. किस script में है? Pictographic script. ठीक है ना? As we know that we have a number of we have a lot of these inscriptions, many inscriptions. Such we have Ashokan inscription, 33 edicts of Ashoka. We have a 33 inscriptions. 33 inscriptions, Ashokan inscriptions, clear? And we have a Samudragupta inscription, like Iran inscription, Allahabad inscription, Allahabad Pelar inscription. They provide information about ancient India, about ancient Indian history. We see that the archaeological source, important source for writing of the ancient Indian history. So in next video we will discuss the literary source. Next video हम discuss करेंगे literary sources of history of ancient Indian history. Clear? So dear students, this was all about what's history, and we have already discussed in this video about archaeological source. So video के देखने के साथ साथ चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें.